What happens when you get into debt?
Get out of my house. Come back with a police officer. Can't force me. You calm down.
And you can't,
I haven't got any money.
or won't, pay it back.
Get off on my property.
In this series, we meet the people who are losing their homes.
Hello, would you like to open the door?
I've got 24 hours. Find somewhere else to go.
Their cars.
Can you pay this, yes or no?
I can't go with me now.
I'm now going to take your car.
And their possessions.
Can't afford to pay the rent, but £700 telly.
We meet the people who are owed money.
Just got taken advantage of, big time.
And the people whose job it is to collect it.
I don't want to touch that.
Don't panic.
Because when you can't pay, they'll take it away.
We'll start unplugging and get things wrapped up for transportation.
You pay me, and then I'll start.
Almost 1 million small businesses suffered from late payments last year. In total, they were owed over £30 billion.
Stuart McCracken and Ian Taylor are High Court enforcement agents.
You can run, but you can't hide, isn't that right, Ian?
28-year-old Stuart has been in the business for 10 years. But former construction worker Ian is new to the industry.
I think it's this job, it's what, 60% driving, 20% waiting. Isn't it just?
Together they travel the country in pursuit of debts and debtors.
That's the exciting thing about the job, you just don't know what you're going into.
Stuart and Ian are in Oxford to collect a £2,500 debt.
According to these notes, there's a taxi firm and like a tyre garage place.
Is it?
The debt dates back to 2012 and is owed by a taxi firm to a local electrician. Armed with a High Court writ, Stuart and Ian need immediate payment. Or they can seize goods to cover the debt. But today's mission is going to be challenging.
Hello? We're after Mr. Gassan Ward of Oxford City Link.
We worked last night, I think, around to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could please, that'd be great. Cheers, thank you.
Mr. Ward is the director of the company named on the writ. His radio controller Steve gives him a call.
I'll keep trying.
Yeah, if you could, mate, please. Patience is key to this job. If you start losing your patience, you start losing sight of the goal, which is ultimately getting that situation resolved, hopefully in the way of the claimant getting his money back. How long do you think he'll be? Because the fact of the matter is, mate, if we'll have to wait another 45 minutes, we're going to be ringing transport to have stuff removed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not here to cause distress or disrupt the business, mate. We just need to get payment sorted, that's all.
Back to the waiting bit again.
I love standing in dark corridors all day, every day. So have your nice shiny new boots worn in now, Ian?
Pretty much, yeah. Bit of baby oil.
All right.
It's what's
I bet you've
on
got a
the
bit of that around your house, haven't you?
Well, I bought it especially.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Sure you did, mate. We're all friends here.
An hour and 20 minutes later, and Stuart and Ian are still waiting. But they've run out of patience.
So I'm just waiting for a phone call to see how long transport are going to be, and we'll be getting a locksmith as well to open this door. Has he turned up, has he?
Mr. Ward arrives in the nick of time.
Hello there, sir, you all right? Yeah, are you Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Mr. Ward, my name is Mr. McCracken, High Court Enforcement Agent. Been asked to attend with regards to an outstanding writ to, I believe, All Oxford Electrics Limited.
Okay.
That's a copy for you there. Okay, we're at the stage now. The total amount outstanding, sir, is £2,679.74.
The company named on the writ is Oxford City Link, an executive car service. Its address is listed at these premises.
First of all, is this a place Oxford City Link?
It is, yes.
It's not.
It is, sir, yes.
If you check in a company house.
We have already. It's already
Okay.
active. Okay, so you need to make payments. If not,
Mr. Ward is also the director of another firm, the similarly named Oxford City Cars, which is now clearly established at the same address as the other company.
No. This place is not registered in Oxford City Link.
Is this taxi rank? Is this taxi rank?
It's not taxi rank.
It is. Well, sorry, where am I standing? Okay. Not going around in circles with this, so you either make a payment or the goods are being removed.
Any payment.
Okay.
This is
That's
not
fine,
Oxford
then.
City Link.
Okay.
This Oxford City Car.
Yeah.
Is this a case of mistaken identity?
Oxford City Car.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's
Full
fine.
stop.
Okay, no problem at all, sir.
Okay.
Stuart
Start unplugging
thinks
stuff and
not.
ring transportation. They're going to say that the company that we're after, Oxford City Link, doesn't trade out of this premises, but we've already done our checks on Company's House, and Oxford City Link Limited is still active on Company's House, and surprise, surprise, it's a taxi firm. So it's here. So we'll start unplugging stuff and they'll be ringing transportation.
Okay.
Have you got a key? Have you got a key for that office in there?
No.
No, you haven't.
Mr. Ward insists that he no longer has any assets belonging to the company named on the writ. Stuart needs him to prove it.
Have you got an inventory list for all the goods of Oxford City
Yes,
Cars? Have you got a list? No, thought not.
Oxford
Right.
City Link
I'll
used
tell
to
you
be
what's
here
going to
2
happen.
years ago. There's no more Oxford City
Ah,
Link.
so it used to be here. It's still active. Have you got a key for next door, sir?
Now I hold you responsibility for Oxford
Okay.
City Cars.
I'll be ringing transportation then, sir.
It doesn't look like Mr. Ward is going to pay today. So Stuart returns to his original plan of seizing assets.
Sometimes people will wait right to the end when we're actually starting to remove the goods and say, look, I can pay. And that's what the job's about. It's being patient and playing through that cycle.
To make matters worse, there's a problem.
Cars, good afternoon. The computer's crashed, it said turn something off. Our system's just gone down my channel, sorry. Hi. I'm going home. So like I say, my mate's a bricklayer. If he ain't got no bricks, he can't build no houses. And I'm a cabbie. If I ain't got no computers, I can't send no cars out.
Mr. Ward has also disappeared. Stuart needs him to deal with the debt.
He's wandered off. He's left his car here, he's wandered off. So we're just waiting now, mate, see if he comes back.
Steve, the controller, heads home. His departure only makes Mr. Ward more upset.
Okay, now you're holding us responsibility for stuff to leave. So you're damaging that Oxford City Cars.
Upstairs, Ian faces the full force of Mr. Ward's anger.
From Oxford City Link, not Oxford City Cars. This is Oxford City Cars. And I hold the responsibility. You enter promises is not, and I want to hold your responsibility.
Listen, mate, you need to open up. No, I'm not waiting.
And I'm going to take legal action against you.
You need to let me in. Yeah, you are. You need to let me in, mate.
No, I'm not.
It's false imprisonment, mate. I'll have you arrested. Phone the police.
No, leave them. They can't do nothing. They holding responsibility. Now my stuff is left because of you. You become unemployed because
I need police, please. Yeah, I need immediate police assistance, please. I'm a High Court enforcement agent and one of my agents has been held prisoner inside the building. They're not letting me into the building.
Oxford City Centre.
Yeah.
Any damages now,
You've already said that, sir.
responsibility.
Yeah, no.
A dispute over a £2,500 debt has resulted in an explosive standoff.
You need to let me in, mate.
Stuart McCracken and his trainee, Ian Taylor, have been separated by the owner of a taxi firm who's getting angrier by the second.
City Link.
He's in the building, yes. High Court enforcement.
And I hold the responsibility. To enter
house says
a private...
City Link is here.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You got the address. It's not here.
People do panic and they'll try and use intimidation tactics. So the key in this job is to looking after each other and try and just diffuse that situation as quickly as possible.
With the police on their way, the taxi staff finally unblock the door.
Right, I've gained access to the building. Someone's just come and let me in now.
This is different company. You disconnect my stuff without permission. This Oxford City Cars.
Upstairs, Mr. Ward's complaints now turned to threats.
In a minute, before you leave, you write your name, your badge, your company, and you will see what's going to happen to you and to your company. I'll take a legal action.
We're acting within the law.
Okay, you just leave me a letter now. You enter this promises.
I am not signing nothing. I do not have to sign anything.
You enter my promises without my permission.
No, hang on. You don't want to listen.
You enter my premises without my permission. I hold the responsibility. You destroyed the company here. You need to answer the call.
Answer the call. Answer the call. Answer the call, mate. You need to leave that open, mate, I'm afraid.
Mr. Ward's accusations escalate.
And Steve, they kick him out.
He chose to go.
He chose to go.
And we have the whole thing on camera.
Did we say once that you need to go home? Did we say that? No, exactly.
No, we lost number of stuff.
Did we say
We
that?
have the whole thing on camera.
Yes. Okay.
So there we go.
We lost number of stuff because you're scaring him here.
No, I'm not. I can see. Ah, the officers have turned up now. Just this white door at the side, officers. All right, they're here now.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
How you doing? We are here to make sure that no harm comes to you and no harm comes to these gentlemen here, okay? In relation to the taking of property, we're not here to dictate what is taken. These gentlemen have decided what they have deemed.
How come? You presenting the law?
What is going on now is called civil law. We're here to enforce any criminal law and things like that, okay?
I'm actually quite glad when the police came because it calmed the whole thing down. But as soon as it's resolved, the better.
What we'll do is we'll hang around.
Just in case.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
The computer equipment is now Stuart's only option of recovering the debt. He still needs to be 100% certain that it belongs to the company named on the writ. Mr. Ward remains insistent that it does not.
I'm just saying in front of this police officer,
No.
if you take any of those stuff, I hold your responsibility.
You can do so, but you need to make a
I'm
payment.
just saying in front of them.
Removing it will have serious consequences.
What I'm saying to him, give us few days to prove it. That is Oxford City Cars. He's not going to allow it. And if he disconnect everything, 35 driver will be off the road unemployed from this second. No, it's my son.
It's a tough call. Stuart phones his office for advice.
Because if we shut everything down, the company can't trade, and he'll sue us for loss of business. And so I don't know where we stand with regards to that. Would you like to speak to him, or yeah, bear with me 1 second. Let me try and grab him. Okay.
Mr. Ward's request for more time to provide paperwork requires approval from the office.
There you go.
Hello? What I'm saying, if you want to take anything, you responsible to damage the business, this damage. I said to him, I can't send the solicitor straight away. I'm happy to provide this letter from solicitor in 3 working days. Well, I'm telling you, I can't do nothing now. I can't pay anything. If you want to give me 5 days to prove this is belong to another person, I'm happy.
4 hours after he first arrived, Stuart has a plan.
5-day walker. Right, yeah, okay. Yep.
He heads back upstairs to break the news.
You said that what you can do is you're going to get 5 days to prove to us this goods don't belong to CityLink. Yes. Yeah. So you need to sign a control goods agreement, which basically means that the goods are now taken in control of the court. After 5 days, if you haven't provided that evidence, that gives us the right to come and remove the goods, but you say that you can get that to us in 5 days. Right, okay. And then we'll leave you to get on with your day.
If Mr. Ward is able to provide the evidence, then Stuart and the claimant will have to find another way of getting the money back.
Let's get the engine on, get the aircon on. Oh, cracking work on that. You want to get some lunch?
Yeah, please, mate.
Just go and get lunch.
Steve Pinner and Paul Bohill are highly experienced High Court enforcement agents.
Hello, sir. We have a High Court warrant here.
They spend more and more of their time evicting tenants who can't or won't pay their rent. Between them, they've overseen 400 evictions in the past 12 months alone. Hayes, Middlesex. Today, the enforcement team are on their way to an eviction, armed with a High Court writ.
There's the writ in the back.
Sometimes you go to an eviction and it's devastating to them and they're actually brought to their knees. But at the end of the day, somewhere, someone has been wronged.
This case will prove to be a real test for everyone concerned.
This is a completely fresh landlord. We've never worked for him before, Steve.
The team have been told by the landlord's letting agents that the tenants owe over £7,000 in rent. But they're not here to collect the debt. They're here to repossess the property and evict the tenants.
The defendant, Rajinder Kumar and Shasi Bala.
Most repossessions are enforced by county court bailiffs and take several weeks. But to get the tenant out sooner, the landlords have applied to the High Court.
Shall I get out and talk to the landlord?
Yeah, please.
The enforcement agents have come without warning.
Hello?
If the family don't answer the door, Steve can legally break it down.
Hello, would you like to open the door, please? I think there's someone coming. Hello there, sir. I'm a High Court enforcement officer, and I have a writ from the High Court to repossess the property now.
Now?
Now.
But we got a letter 10 of July.
July? Yeah, court letter. Court letter था दिखाओ ले आके.
Well,
I'm showing you this
court letter.
Okay. This is from the county court. The county court has told you that the county bailiffs will come in July. The landlord, obviously not being paid any rent, doesn't want to wait till July. Has now proceeded to the High Courts, of which we give no prior notice at all. So if you want to speak to your solicitor, tell him that you have High Court enforcement officers here and we're repossessing the property now. This is really bad, this is.
Mr. Kumar, a van driver, and his wife Shasi have lived in London for over 8 years. His son and daughter are both under the age of 3.
It is urgent. Can you please call me back? Thank you.
Mr. Kumar can't get hold of his solicitor. Instead, he contacts his children's nursery, which has its own housing advisor. They ask to speak to Steve.
So what really needs to happen is they need to speak to the council, or if you could speak to the council for them and arrange temporary accommodation for them. Okay, what he needs to do is get his essentials together so they got something to wear for the next few days, and then we can make arrangements to come back so they can collect the rest of the stuff. But they cannot stay in the property tonight. As harsh as that sounds, that's our instruction. It's very difficult when you get to a flat and there are children there because, you know, you're putting them out on the street through no fault of their own. They're going to take some stuff down to the safe store and clear their stuff out. So we've just got to change the lock, which is broken.
Mr. Kumar claims that he hasn't paid his rent because he's in dispute with the letting agents and a previous landlord. He says the letting agents evicted him from the property and wouldn't let him collect any of the family's possessions.
That's it.
He has not agreed the rent on this current property with the agents.
From 14th March we are here. We had one 3-bedroom house there near street on Carnarvon Drive. There we had a 1-year contract and we were only there 6 months. And after 6 months they told that you have to move from there. And they put us here and they sold this property from behind. And they locked it, even all our belongings, because that's why we are sleeping on ground floor. We have nothing, no furniture and nothing. Everything is there.
The letting agents have their own point of view.
We sold the previous property and then they moved here, but when they moved here, they refused to move from here. He was staying illegal, he wasn't paying any rent, he didn't sign any agreement, nothing. They're living since, I think, many weeks, and they need to pay, as we already informed him, £500 per week. So it's been, I think, about around 600,000–700,000.
Nobody is against with this paying rent. They are asking £500 per week. This is house is for £500 per week. It is 5-star hotel or what is this? We are sleeping. Look the situation. Look the situation that this is for £500.
He kicked them out somewhere else, put them in here, to say that they could stay in here, and they've kicked them out here.
There are some circumstances when we go to do a repossession and we can see from the circumstances at the property, it probably wasn't the tenant's fault at the time. On those jobs that, you think to yourself, this is unfair, but our piece of paper tells us that it has to happen.
Sorry.
This eviction is the tragic consequence of the dispute with the letting agents. The housing advisor calls back.
Hello. Now, what are the officers are self-police or not?
We're not the police, no. Not by any means. We're High Court enforcement.
Okay. Okay, then I'm calling police and explain them. Call police.
Okay, that's fine.
Hayes, Middlesex.
Hello, would you like to open the door, please?
Steve Pinner, Paul Bohill and 2 colleagues are in the process of evicting a family of 4 who owe over £7,000 in rent. The tenant, Mr. Kumar, has refused to pay the rent as he is in dispute with the landlord's letting agents over the recovery of his belongings from a previous property.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I need police, please.
Convinced this eviction isn't legal, Mr. Kumar has called the police.
Obviously he doesn't understand our authority, which is fair enough. And let them go through the paperwork and explain to him what it actually says that can and can't be done. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, sir. The police officer is here.
Yeah, hello. Hello.
Okay. Here's another one. Here's this one as well.
Unfortunately, they do have the power to remove you today.
The eviction will go ahead, and the Kumars will be homeless today. But Mrs. Kumar is worried about what will happen to their belongings.
Maybe little bit time to move.
How long? Honestly.
I have only a small car, naturally.
Yeah, they only need to take their personal belongings because they can come back at any stage and get the remainder
You only need
of
to
their
take
property.
enough for you to
get you over a few
over a
days.
couple of days, and then you can come back with police and the landlord to get your rest of your belongings.
Is that okay?
Today you can't give us time?
No, not today I can't.
Not today?
I can't.
She is afraid that maybe because they did not let us our belonging to take from there. She is afraid from now we are going also empty hand from here, whatever our belonging is, that they will also not give us back. This she is worried about this.
Whatever is here is safe.
It is on
It is locked.
No?
Oh yeah.
So we don't trust them, the agency.
It's safe.
It's safe.
With
no disrespect to you, he doesn't trust you with the key.
Or he will again play around by calling his...
I have the keys.
That's it, that's the only answer. We need to be...
Somewhere else.
Sorry, I'm not rushing, but we need to be somewhere else. And that's it. You'll have the keys, that's the end of the story.
So we need to give them our phone number. I am the only person with the keys.
Yeah.
Me, no one else.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to call me
Okay.
in a couple of days or something when you're ready to move the rest of your stuff.
The Kumars still haven't had time to arrange any emergency accommodation, so Steve calls the council on their behalf.
He's been on the phone to everybody. They will need emergency accommodation as well. Yeah. Okay, I'll get a copy of that and I'll send it to you straight away. Okay, no problems. Thank you, bye-bye.
We always try and make things as easy as possible for people once the initial upset has gone. We will do whatever we can to help them out. Things that don't physically cost anything, that makes life so much easier for us, and it shows to the defendant that we are actually human and not just there to do one job and that's the end of it.
He's going to call you back in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes.
He's going to call you in 10 minutes.
Thank you, madam.
We're going to send him the paperwork. We'll email him the paperwork.
I hope they will arrange something for today in emergency. They asked us whether we have someone, but we have nobody. I told him that we have only to sit outside, and that's it. Scared.
Yeah, great. Yeah, because we got our property back. Yeah, that's great.
I wish you good luck from here on. Don't forget, call us and we'll come and sort your bits out, okay? Okay, just relax, okay? Good luck.
Take care, sir. Be good. All right, you take care. Good luck going forward.
Don't get upset.
I think I'm going to cry.
Good luck.
All the family can do now is sit in their car and wait for the council to tell them where they'll be spending the night.
It's emotional at the best of times for anybody when they get asked to leave their property. Some people handle it better than others. Obviously, you know, you got to feel sorry for him because, you know, all right, they are possibly in the wrong, they haven't done what they're supposed to have done, they have been evicted, and it's just, some people just take it really hard to heart, which is understandable.
Figures published recently reveal that over 1,500 county court judgments were issued every day last year. This amounted to a staggering £1.6 billion worth of debt.
Today, Stuart McCracken and Ian Taylor are on their way to Sheffield with a High Court writ against a car dealership.
Defendant Paul Walker.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
That's him. I'm expecting lots of souped up Japanese cars then.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, like the films.
Some air skylines and...
Skylines, nitrous, alloys, tyres. Hopefully the cars will be free of finance, so it'll give us a bit of bartering power there.
Hope so, yeah.
The writ has been issued against Mr. Walker by an ex-customer.
All right, take photos, mate. Every car.
The customer claims that a car he bought from Mr. Walker's business was faulty.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you in the office there. You after Mr. Paul Walker?
He's not on this site, he's at another site.
Right, so you able to get him on the phone, mate?
Yeah, of course I am, yeah.
Yeah.
What's regarding?
Well, High Court enforcement.
All right, Sam.
Yeah.
Even though Mr. Walker isn't here to receive the writ in person, he is now officially on a deadline. Mr. Walker has to pay the full amount in the next 2 hours, or Stuart will seize his cars.
Do me a favour, mate, can you do HPI on all vehicles, mate, please?
Right, so I'll start with this Whiskey Alpha 52.
The first thing that we do when we get there is checking to make sure that none of them are on finance by doing a HPI check. Once we find out that they are free of finance, it can be rewarding to know. You know, it means that we have got bargaining power to get this debt paid in full.
Oh, lovely new car smell.
Right, thanks a lot.
The office calls with some good news.
All free of finance.
Yeah, okay, that'll do.
Free of finance. Stuart now has some serious leverage to get a result.
Good day, isn't it? Now you find out they're free of finance, that means that we can take them.
Stuart instructs Ian to seize the 4 most expensive cars as soon as possible.
Get the make and the model, the colour, as much description as possible of all vehicles, number plates, exactly, yeah.
It's quite straightforward, this one, really, isn't it?
Although the assets are now seized, Mr. Walker can still keep hold of his cars as long as he pays up in full.
Good afternoon, Mr. Walker. My name is Mr. McCracken. I'm a High Court Enforcement Agent. The total amount outstanding, including the cost for us being here today, is £5,109.40. That needs to be paid in full, Mr. Walker. If not, we'll be removing assets.
But Mr. Walker may have a means of avoiding payment and keeping his cars.
I'll see you in about 20 minutes to half an hour. He said he's got an application from the court to say that they've got more time to get evidence together, which sounds like a stay of execution, which means that obviously we can't do much today. So he says he's going to be down about 20 minutes to half an hour and show us that documentation.
For Stuart, a car enthusiast, killing time in a car showroom is a welcome break.
It's my dream car, this is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Always wanted one of these. Always.
Yeah.
850, 5 litre.
Half an hour later, Mr. Walker arrives with his paperwork.
Right. You all right?
Yeah.
So this is the letter that we've got. We didn't get informed of the court date.
Yeah.
We phoned up the court to ask advice and say we haven't been informed of the court date. What do we do? They said you send a letter in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get the letter.
Yeah, no, it's true. That letter doesn't mean anything. All that says is an N4 application to set aside the order is required along with the court fee of 50 quid.
Yeah, which we got on the 14th, which we've sent back to them, and they said they're going to send us a new court date.
Mr. Walker's attempt to appeal the original county court judgment has been superseded by the claimant's High Court writ.
Like I said, it's a High Court writ outstanding that's active now, and there's nothing on there to say that it's been stayed. An application to set aside the order is required, so that hasn't been done yet.
Which we've sent, yes it has.
So you need to phone the court and find out if that application has been received. You need to do that now.
It would be nice if the courts and the High Court would speak to each other and say what's going on, because we've got a letter from the courts which arrived, and 2 working days later we've got the High Court here. And we don't think it's fair. We still want to represent ourselves. We still want to put our case across because we believe we have a case to fight. We haven't been allowed to do that. Totally different departments and they're totally different divisions, so the court is nothing to do with the High Court. So when the writ is
Mr. Walker gets an answer from the court, but it's not the one he's hoping for.
But because it's only a letter saying send an application in, the judge might not set the case aside, so they're still within their rights to take goods. I've spoke to the court and the courts have agreed that what they're saying is correct.
There's nothing they can do apart from pay the High Court writ or seize the assets, one of the two, whatever comes sooner. So that's the information that we want to hear.
With the clock ticking, Mr. Walker hits the phone.
Right, so I'll give you till half 3 to try and get this sorted out. If not, I'll be ringing transportation for the vehicles to be removed.
Puts me in control by saying, look, I'm going to give you 30 minutes to try and find some money, and then I'll come back to you. So it can take up to an hour, you know, but that first 30 minutes is key because it gives the defendant time to think to try and raise the funds.
Finally, he gets hold of his business partner.
His business partner can sort this out. We'll pay this for bank transfer, but he's not going to be back in Sheffield till 5 o'clock. I mean, it can be done over the phone to our office.
But like I said, the balance at the moment, the total amount outstanding, £6,002.20.
But the amount payable has gone up.
Yep. 6,000, because the vehicles have been seized. That's, you get a copy of this, £6,002.
Right, so the enforcement fee, what's that sales stage fee for?
That's for the vehicles that have been seized.
But we haven't actually seized
They've
them?
been seized.
So you get 800 odd quid, 900 quid the thick end for writing them down on a bit of paper.
Yeah, because the vehicles have been seized. To be a High Court enforcement agent, you need to be quite a strong person. You need to know the situations that defendants will put you in, and it's only how strong you are and how experienced you are you can get a good result on behalf of the claimant. The account name, if you put it in the name of DCBL, that's Delta Charlie Bravo Lima. Yep, no problem at all. Okay, I'll pass you back now.
The full amount is paid and cleared.
Okie dokie, no thanks, no problem.
No problem, take
Cheers,
it easy.
guys,
Anyway.
thanks ever so much. Cheers, guys. See you later.
Hey, any more High Courts, Ian? I'll be cruising around in one of those. Anyway, off to Congleton.
While Stuart and Ian have had a good result in Sheffield, down in southwest London, Paul Bowhill and Steve Pinner face a sensitive eviction. A tenant who speaks little English.
You've got to leave today. You have to go now.
Latest figures show that the number of landlords going to court to repossess property has reached a record high.
High Court enforcement agents Paul Bowhill and Steve Pinner are in 9 Elms, London, to take possession of a flat. The landlord has refurbished the building and wants to increase the rent. Paul and Steve have already evicted some of the tenants. Today, it's the turn of the last remaining tenant, Mrs. Ahmed.
Hello.
Hi,
Mrs. Ahmed. Yeah, we're from the High Court. We have an eviction order for your flat. Were you expecting us?
Yeah, she was. We saw her before.
Can we come in?
Yesterday.
Have you got somewhere to go?
Sorry?
Have you got somewhere to go?
Mrs. Ahmed came here as a refugee from Somalia and has lived in the flat for 5 years.
How long will you need now to go?
Go.
Yeah.
I think come after 3 o'clock.
Mrs. Ahmed speaks some English, but without anyone to help her, Paul is concerned about how much she really understands.
We need to change the locks.
No, only for me.
That one. Okay. Thank you.
This is the only home Mrs. Ahmed has known since arriving in Britain.
It's quite a nice place, isn't it?
She walks with a stick. Moving out will require assistance.
You've got to go now. Today. Yeah.
It's not speaking English, only somebody know here.
I understand.
Mrs. Ahmed is still showing no sign of moving. Paul tries again to explain that she has to vacate now.
You've got to leave today. You have to go now.
Finally, a friend calls. But it seems that Mrs. Ahmed has understood some of what Paul has been saying.
Could
I speak to them? Hello? Sorry, you speak English? No, she's got 1 hour to get her personal belongings out. Okay, thank you. She'll explain.
Mrs. Ahmed is now homeless. She must apply to her local council for help.
The entire system is geared up to rehousing people like her. So 70% of the people we're evicting are refugees from Somalia, North Africa, wherever it might be. I don't pretend to understand why or how that system works as it does, but it does. She's packed, she's ready, she was expecting this to happen. It's like Alice in Wonderland, really. She'll go to the council, they'll find her emergency accommodation. Hopefully they've got interpreters there who speak Somalian.
20 minutes later, Mrs. Ahmed's friend, Fozia, arrives to help. Fozia insists that Mrs. Ahmed is too frail to move all her belongings today.
If you give her keys, she can come back. But
No.
she's wearing her stuff.
Sorry?
She's wearing her stuff. Can you give her a key, please?
No, she's got to leave now. She will have to telephone.
But she's sick, even she can't walk, you know that. Huh? Before she moves, you have to give her every
No.
2 days, 1 day.
She's had
But
court,
she's a
she's had
disability.
court papers. Well, then she needs to go down to the council.
You have to give her notice.
No, we don't. There is no notice.
Why?
Because this is from the High Court, not from the County Court.
The agents have no choice but to enforce the writ today. Mrs. Ahmed has to accept that now really does mean now.
It's the old story here, the longer you give them, the longer they'll take. They want 3 o'clock for a reason, then they want tomorrow. We'll give her a set of keys back so she can get her stuff out. And we need to give her notice. They've got all the right answers, just in the wrong sequence. Oh, look at that. Is that a master locksmith or what? Let's just go and G this process up. How long? 5 minutes?
Give her 20 minutes.
No, we want to be gone in 5 minutes. We've been here for an hour.
Please 20 minutes.
Obviously, you have to understand that there is a language problem. The other lady tends not to speak much English. This one speaks a bit more English. She believes that the system should work her way. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't.
Even as they're leaving, Fozia is determined to argue her friend's case.
Okay. Let me just tell you. Hello, excuse me. Let me tell you how the process works. Let me tell you how. I don't care. Let me tell you how the process works. The court told her ages ago that she had to go.
You okay, my love? Thank you very much. Bye-bye. You take care. Be lucky. You should be luckier than you are today.
After fleeing from war-torn Somalia 5 years ago, Mrs. Ahmed's future is once again uncertain.
All of this is just the way it goes. We turn up, pantomime starts, on switch, council. Everybody rushes around. We're seen as the villains of the piece. We'll now go and do the next one, and that'll be exactly the same. Pantomime 2 for the day, system cranks up, order, council, whole thing rolls on. And the only downside to this, if there is a downside, is that we've had a language problem here, which we can apologise for. We don't speak Somali, but 70% of the people we're evicting are people in circumstances like this.
The heat.
There's 9 people in that house at the moment against 2 people who they absolutely despise.
Paul, Steve and Ben tackle their biggest ever eviction.
Please don't make the mistake of barricading the door, because I'll come through very quickly.
Squat in central London.
You didn't ask for no one. Whoa. Hey, first warning. First warning.